Hello, this is G Money Dog 360, and what I wanted to let you guys know is a little bit of a change in my profile. See, this G Money Dog account is going to be more vlogging and reviews, and then the Mach 5 channel is going to just be what's from day one been guitar covers. So just check those two sites out if you haven't already, the YouTube channels. And what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to just review a few of my albums in my library, and I'm going to start alphabetically, so A to Z for you guys that don't know about alphabetical stuff. Anyways, so I'm going to start off by reviewing Alice in Chains' album, Dirt. And now, I always tell people go buy CD albums because there's so many tracks they'll miss. And that's part of the reason I'm going to be reviewing albums. So, I mean, if there's just like one good song off the album and you're like, man, I hope the whole album's like this, and it ends up not being, I'll have your back. But that's the whole reason I'm really doing this. And I hope you guys will go out and buy albums too. So the first song on Alice in Chains' Dirt album is Them Bones. I think a lot of people know the song. It was featured on Guitar Hero. It's about Layne Staley's heroin addiction and how it made him, in the end, a pile of bones. He didn't know that, but I think he knew his own demons. This track will get a 4.5 out of 5 from me. I think the instruments are really good. The vocals are really good. The lyrics are pretty good. It's gotten a lot of attention, and I wouldn't say it's like the blueprint for the whole album, but a lot of the heavier sections will have this feel to it. The next song is Damn That River, and I'm going to give this one a 3.5 out of 5. Overall, it's pretty good. The hardcore sections are still there. Just not as good as some of the other tracks. And I'm always going to measure tracks on the album to other tracks on the album. I'm not going to look at, each one has its own standard, and I'm not going to give 5s on every album, even though this album is probably a 4.5 out of 5. I'm going to kind of measure it to what the 5 on the album is and what maybe the 2.5 on the album is. So the next one, track number 3, is my absolute favorite on the album. It's the 5 out of 5 on the album. The Shining Star. An ugly bass line, but somehow it fits. I mean, it just is really good lyrics. Really good instrumentals, really good singing, probably my favorite Layne Staley vocal on there, and that is Rain When I Die. I think it's catchy, but not poppy. You know, it's just that if you love the 90s, definitely, even if you're going to download songs and not buy the CD, which I recommend you to buy the CD, but if you're just going to buy a track off this album, get Rain When I Die. It's just great. It's my favorite Alice in Chains song. Number 4 is Down in a Hole. Great song. I'm going to give this song 3.75. I mean, it's just, when it's put next to a track like Rain When I Die, it can't really stand up. Okay, I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. I do think Downhill, if it wasn't next to the songs it would definitely be maybe even a 5 out of 5 song. But I mean, when it's stood next to Rain When I Die, and if you're listening to the album straight through, if it's on shuffle, you're really gonna love the song. I love this song, really. It's probably up there in the top 5 on the album. But Down in a Hole, it's about Layne Staley's addiction, and, you know, I mean, that's what the lyrics are going to be following. It's really good. You know, it kind of has that same chorus uprise as you'll find in Rain When I Die. It's a pretty good song. Sick Man, I'm going to give Sick Man 2 out of 5. Not really impressing me. Gonna kind of not really even go over it much. I just don't really think it's one of the better songs on the album. Number 6, Rooster. And I'm going to give this a 4.5 out of 5. Really, really good writing here. It's about Jerry Cantrell's father serving in the military in Vietnam, I believe. It's, you know, it's put together very well. And, you know, if you're listening through it, you kind of get that decline with Sick Man, and Rooster really brings it back up to, like, the Rain When I Die. I mean, Rooster's a great song, and a lot of people know it. 7 is Junkhead. Not really impressed with this song. I'll give it a 3 out of 5. Dirt. I mean, it's okay. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 again. You know, it's kind of tough to really impress me. And when I do get impressed by a song, you know, I talk about it forever, like Rain When I Die and, you know, Down in a Hole and Them Bones and Rooster. Those are all great songs. I could talk about them forever. Number 9 is Godsmack. Some people say that the band Godsmack got their name from this album. And initially, I really didn't like it. I didn't like how trembly the vocals were and everything else. But once you hear it a few times, you really fall in love with the quirkiness of it. And how the trembling vocals, you kind of tremble the vocals when you sing it because it's such a fun song. But, and it's hardcore. It's not, well, it's hardcore for grunge. It definitely has those really hard rockish vocals. Hate to Feel, 11. Hate to Feel, I really think the song is pretty good. Godsmack, by the way, got a 4 out of 5. Hate to Feel, for me, it's gonna get a 3.5 out of 5. I really do like this song. It kind of has that lyrics that follow the beat in the verse, and then it gets that good chorus. Angry Chair, number 12, is gonna get the 1 out of 5 for me. I think it's kind of a filler track, personally. And then they finished the album off with Wood, number 13. Some people say it's a tribute to Andy Wood. I'm not sure. Others say it's about drug addiction again. For me, Wood is going to get a 4 out of 5. Really, really well wrote together. Has its highs and lows, which is definitely the feel of the 90s, and really sounds great. So definitely, Wood is a track you're going to want to buy. If you're going to have to buy any songs on the track individually, going from 1 to 5, the top 5 songs on this track are going to be as follows. Rain When I Die, then you're going to have to get Them Bones, Rooster, Wood, Down in a Hole. That will have to be the songs you're going to get. And if you're going to look for another one, get Godsmack. Those are going to probably be the best songs on the album. I know I went over, but this album is definitely a must-get album. 4.5 for the album itself, and it's a great one to buy. And definitely, if you're going to get stuff, don't get the lame best hits, because you might miss a great song. And really, don't get compilation albums, get the real albums. So, there you go. Definitely a good album. And make sure you like and subscribe this video. And follow me for more albums. Bye.